My sister stole my photography business and made me shoot her wedding for free. I gave her one chance to make it right. She refused, so my copyright lawyer showed up anyway. But there were 3 things she didn't know when she said no to my offer. And the third one, it cost her everything she'd built. Hit subscribe because this revenge is perfect. My name is Madison Reed, 28 years old, professional wedding photographer. For 6 years, I built my business from nothing, created a signature editing style, warm tones, soft light, that dreamy romantic look. Brides paid $4,500 per wedding. My calendar was booked 18 months out. Then my younger sister Claire decided she wanted the same success, without putting in the work. Tension rising. 2 years ago, Claire bought a camera and started Claire Reed Photography. At first, I tried to help, gave her advice, shared some basic tips. Then I saw her Instagram. My exact editing style, my presets, my signature look. She'd copied everything. When I confronted her, she laughed. "It's just photography, Madison. You don't own a style." But it got worse. She started contacting my clients, brides I'd already booked, offering the same work for $2,000 less. "Madison overcharges," she told them. "I can deliver identical quality for half the price." Anger building. She stole 14 clients in 6 months, $180,000 in lost revenue. At Thanksgiving, I confronted her in front of the family. "Madison's just jealous I'm successful," Claire told everyone. "She can't handle competition." Our parents took her side. "Can't you just be happy for your sister?" Then Claire got engaged. She called me one evening. "Madison, I know we've had issues, but you're my sister. Would you photograph my wedding as a gift?" Free, after stealing nearly $200,000 from me. Confident, powerful. Here's the first thing Claire didn't know. 90% of photographers think you can't copyright an editing style. But you can. 18 months before Claire started her business, I registered my entire preset collection with the U.S. Copyright Office. Every filter, every adjustment, every color gradient. My editing style was legally protected. Every photo Claire posted using my presets was federal copyright infringement, statutory damages up to $30,000 per image. She'd posted 473 photos. Do the math. Building tension. I didn't tell her about the copyright registration, didn't threaten legal action. I said yes to shooting her wedding because I needed access to her business files, her client contracts, her emails. "Can I see your workflow?" I asked during planning, "so I match your style for the big day." She gave me everything. Full access to her Google Drive, every stolen contract, every email where she'd badmouthed me to clients, every piece of evidence I needed. I documented it all. Because the second thing she didn't know, that changed everything.
Hold on. She stole your business, took your clients, cost you nearly 200 grand, and then asked you to work for free? And Madison is playing the long game here. Oh, this sister has no idea what's coming. Keep watching.
For 14 months, I documented everything. I recorded our conversations. Illinois allows recording with consent, so I told her up front. I'm recording our planning calls so I don't forget details. She didn't care, thought I was being thorough. Over those months, I recorded 63 hours of conversations. Claire admitting she copied my style. "Your presets are perfect. Why wouldn't I use them?" Claire bragging about stealing clients. "Those brides were paying way too much anyway." Claire mocking me. "Maybe you should lower your prices and compete." Every admission recorded, every confession documented, all perfectly legal. I hired a forensic accountant, calculated exact damages. Stolen clients, $180,000 in lost revenue. Business reputation damage, $60,000. Clients who didn't book me because they thought we offered identical services. Copyright infringement, 473 images at reduced damages. Still significant. Total, conservative estimate, $240,000. My intellectual property lawyer said we had a 95% chance of winning in federal court. 1 week before the wedding, I met Claire at a coffee shop. I brought my lawyer, Jennifer Martinez, intellectual property attorney, 22 years experience. Claire, I said, we need to talk. I showed her everything. The copyright registration, the stolen client list, the recorded admissions, the financial calculations. You have two options, Jennifer said calmly. Option 1, shut down your business immediately. Issue a public apology. Pay $50,000 to cover Madison's legal costs and some damages. We settle this privately. Claire's face went pale. Option 2, Jennifer continued, we file in federal court. You'll pay significantly more. This becomes public record. Your business reputation is destroyed either way, but court is expensive and humiliating. I looked at my sister. I'm giving you a choice, Claire. Make this right or face the consequences. Here's the second thing Claire didn't know. Only 5% of people actually take the settlement when offered. Their ego won't let them admit they're wrong. Claire was part of that 5%. She stood up, knocked over her coffee. You're insane, Madison. This is harassment. I haven't done anything illegal. Those presets aren't even copyrightable. Jennifer pulled out the copyright certificate. They are, and they were. Registered 18 months before you started your business. I don't care. Sue me. You won't win. And I'm not shutting down my business because you're jealous. She walked out. Jennifer looked at me. Well, we tried. We filed the lawsuit the next morning. Because the third thing Claire didn't know, that's what destroyed everything.
Oh no. Madison gave her a fair offer. $50,000 and an apology? That's generous. And Claire said no? She chose pride over common sense. This wedding is about to become very interesting. Keep watching.
June 15th, Claire's wedding day. The venue was stunning, a garden estate in Lake Forest. 200 guests, orchestra, no expense spared. I showed up early, set up my equipment, 2 cameras, professional lighting. I was going to shoot this wedding, deliver beautiful photos, because I'm a professional. But I wasn't there alone. Row 5, seat 12, a woman in an elegant navy dress, Jennifer Martinez, taking notes during the ceremony. My lawyer. The lawsuit had been filed 5 days earlier, federal court, Northern District of Illinois. Madison Reed versus Claire Reed. The court had approved the case that morning. Claire didn't know yet. Here's the third thing Claire didn't know. I was going to still give her wedding photos, because keeping them would make me the villain. And I'm not the villain in this story. But during the reception, during speeches, Claire decided to thank me. I want to thank my sister Madison, she announced, microphone in hand, for putting aside her jealousy and photographing this day. I know it's hard for her to watch me succeed, but I appreciate her support. The room chuckled, thought it was sisterly banter. That's when Jennifer stood up. She walked calmly to the head table, handed Claire a folder. Claire Reed, this is official notice. A federal lawsuit was filed against you 5 days ago and approved this morning. Copyright infringement, business interference. The case number is attached. The room went silent. Claire opened the folder, her face drained of color. This lawsuit seeks $240,000 in damages, Jennifer continued. Madison gave you the opportunity to settle for $50,000 1 week ago. You refused. You called her jealous and accused her of harassment. Claire started shaking. The evidence includes 14 months of recorded conversations where you admit to copying her copyrighted work, forensic accounting of stolen clients, and 473 images posted using registered copyrighted presets. I stood up. I'm still giving you the wedding photos, Claire, because I keep my promises. But your business, that's done. You're paying $240,000, or more if you fight this and lose. Claire's new husband grabbed the folder, started reading. You had a choice, I said. I gave you a fair settlement. You chose to fight, so now you pay the full price. I packed my cameras. The photos will be ready in 6 weeks. Professional delivery, full edited gallery. Because I'm not like you, Claire. I honor my commitments. Jennifer handed Claire's husband a business card. When you're ready to discuss settlement, call me. The offer is no longer $50,000, but we can negotiate. We walked out. left Claire sitting at her wedding reception, holding papers that would destroy the business she'd built by stealing mine. The case settled 4 months later. Claire paid $135,000. Couldn't afford trial. She shut down her photography business. Couldn't use any of her portfolio. All copyright infringement. I delivered her wedding photos. Beautiful, professional, as promised. My business is thriving. Clients book me because I stand up for my work. Claire learned that stealing someone's life's work has consequences, and those consequences cost her $135,000, her business, and 2 years of rebuilding. I gave her a choice. She chose wrong.
3 things she didn't know. 1. Editing styles are copyrightable. 2. Madison gave her a fair settlement offer. 3. Pride costs $135,000. Madison played it perfectly, gave her sister a chance. Sister said no. Justice served. Subscribe for more stories where doing the right thing wins.